So here I am going through records, organizing them, sorting them for mostly, almost entirely for sale in my store. Obviously, I have lots of vinyl records in my store, and I continue to add to the selection. These came from, these records here came from a big buy that I made a while back. I think it was last year. I thought I had a record of it, but I think I spent maybe $200, something like that. It was about 5 crates, 5 to 6. I think it was like 6 crates of records. Most of them were soul and funk, older soul and funk from like 70s, 80s, some from the 60s, and there's also some jazz in there and other random ones. So I'm going through them, sorting them, and I come across this one. And these, when you come across one like this, it's typically a promo, a single, that type of thing. So they're usually not worth much money. Occasionally I'll come across one that's like, oh, instead of selling it for $3 in the store, I'll sell it for $5 or $7 or $8. It's a little more rare, even though it's a single, a promo. Promos can be worth a lot of money. Just keep that in mind, whether it's a vinyl record, whether it's a CD. Sometimes they can be super rare, hard to find. They didn't put out that many of them because it was, a promo, and they're harder to find. And maybe there's a particular song on there, or it's a popular artist or group, or a group or artist that became really popular after that, years down the road. And then it's hard to find that particular vinyl record or CD. And so keep that in mind when you're looking at stuff. So I came across this one, Motown. Here's the name of it. See, for promotional use only, not for sale. This is from 1994? Yeah, 1994. Brik Citi, B-R-I-K, City, C-I-T-I, between a rock and a hard place. And it's the same on the other side. Actually, this is side one. And yeah, look at all, actually it does have, look at all the songs it has. It has 5 songs on the side 2. Yeah, actually it's the whole album. Check that out. Okay. I thought it is a promo, but it's the whole album. It's not a single. So when you take the vinyl out, it's in great condition, great shape. It's it's a little dusty, but that doesn't matter. There's some smudge marks, some dust. Not a big deal. The vinyl's in great condition. There's no scratches, any wear. It's just been sitting in the sleeve. So now I looked it up. Now I check out the actual listing, and you can see it matches, right? It's the same sleeve. And this one is going for $159. Excuse me, $159.99 from Japan, which is interesting. So number one, I can compete against them with selling it in the U.S. If there's somebody in the U.S. that wants to buy it, I'm gonna be able to beat them in terms of getting the vinyl to the person quicker, unless they really care about the condition. But mine's in great condition. The other thing about this, which you may have noticed, is the pictures. They do have 3 photos, but they don't have any photos of the actual vinyl, which I think is a much better idea. And yeah, so that's I think that'll be making a difference as well in being able to compete against this listing. Now the other thing is, I found it on Discogs. This is the Discogs app, which is great. Excuse me. Discogs. You can download the app, put it on your phone. It's really great. You can scan barcodes, search. You can scan the barcode, that kind of thing, or just search it. Whoops. Okay, here we are. So it's obviously the same vinyl. You can see the photos that it has, so you're able to identify it. It says it's the whole album, right? It's the LP album, and that's why it's going for a lot of money. This is the actual album, even though it was promo. So funk, you can see the genre, etc. But the thing that's most interesting here, so there's 2 things. Number one, if you can see here, it shows stacks of vinyl there, 26, and then it has an I for 114. And what that means is 26 people own it, 114 people are interested in it. When there's way more people interested in it, or taking a look at it, or watching it, than actually own it, that's a good sign that it's rare. So keep that in mind. And then you'll see there's 2 for sale from $99, and it's actually near mint. And then there's one for $175. which says it's very good. But if you look at the sales history, they have sales history right here. You can see it goes, the lowest is 7, the average is 32, the highest is 106. So this actually, you can look at the chart for the sales history. It goes all the way back to 2010. So this is the whole entire sales history. Now you can scroll down here and see the most recent one that was ordered was in September. We're December 3rd, 2024. So this is only less than 2 months ago, and that sold for $58.48. And that one said the media was in very good plus condition. Then there was one all the way back in May for $89, and they claimed that it was near mint. And then there was one all the way back in November a year ago for $45, and then one way back $105. So basically, you can see that the prices are higher now. That's the other thing, is the pattern is way back here when they were selling a few years ago, they were like $40 and less, but now they're $60 and up for the most part. You can see this, right? So that's a really good indication they could actually sell this for more, or for around, I would say around $100. So typically Discog prices are less, are lower than eBay prices on average, especially, when it comes to, anything in general, but even more rare stuff. Then I just did a little research on Brik Citi, and I didn't find anything that stood out in terms of why the value of the album would go up more the last few years than let's say 5-6 years ago. It turns out that was their one. It says they were an American R&B recording group formed somewhere in California. The members' names. So they didn't produce. I think that was the only album that full album that they put out. There's no articles about them or anything like that. There's nothing going on, but for some reason the album's gone up. So this is a really nice find. I'm definitely going to put this on eBay. Now, in terms of where I'll price it, what I'm thinking is it's going for $159.99 plus shipping, of course, in Japan. On Discogs, it's selling for like $60 to $100. The last 3 sales. Actually, no, there was that one that was $45. But again, I just take that as, I don't use that as the pricing because the prices are lower there. It just gives me a good idea that if it's selling for like up to $100 on Discogs, so that means on eBay I can definitely get that kind of money. So I'm thinking that I'll price it a little lower than the other one, maybe like $129, something like that. Take offers, take more photos, see if there's any other keywords I can put in there, like New Jack City or something like that. Try to get some more eyeballs on it, and we'll see how it does. But this was a really great find. This definitely happens from time to time as you're going through a big bulk buy. Again, there was hundreds, probably like 400, maybe more, that I purchased out of this lot of vinyl records, and you're definitely going to come across some that are individually worth a lot of money. I would never put this in my store because I couldn't get anywhere near what I can get online for it. So this is definitely going to go on eBay and be a really good listing. We'll see if I can get. I'm happy to get around $100. If I list it for $129, someone offers me $100, even if someone offers me like $80, I'll take it, right? For sure. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.